And we should be live. Let me just make sure. Yep. Hello, morphemes, phonemes, and graphemes. Welcome to Office Hours. I just do random linguistic stuff and stream because I need to make content for the channel. Now, let's see. Today, I'm just going to be doing, again, random things, like making a presentation for the Japanese club about tones and kanji, or pitch accent and kanji. But let's see. I need to finish this before Thursday. I've already done most of the tones, pitch accent stuff. Introducing this to people who don't have linguistic knowledge, so some fairly surface level things. Yes. Should you learn pitch accent? Yes. Let's add some reasons why you should and why you shouldn't. You'll sound more. Let me change the font on that. Allegria Sons. You'll sound more natural. You'll be more easily understood. Why else? What are other reasons one should learn pitch accent? You'll sound. Well, I can think of some reasons not to learn pitch accent, so I don't know, just go do those real quick. Too much work if you don't plan on. Oh my god, my keyboard is so close to my microphone, I just realized. First time streaming on this setup. Let's move some things around. Okay, that should be better. Too much work if you don't plan on don't plan on speaking. God damn it, how do I want to phrase this? Too much work unless you plan on living there. And then too much work unless you plan on living there. Might be in a place outside of Tokyo that doesn't have standard pitch. Everyone will understand you. There we go. Those seem like good enough reasons why and why not. And resources people can use for. Okay, let's see. Kanji and Japanese accent. Pitch accent. Japanese pitch accent. Stress and tones. Word level. Change in syllable to create emphasis. Contrast between similar words. Tone, syllable level. Contrast between similar words. Two different types. Going to talking about contour and register tones. A map of where tones are, and God, they are not in Europe. Tonogenesis, how tones develop in certain languages. Talk about how they're related to. It was believed they were related to each other until the French linguists discovered how tones were generated in Vietnamese, which leads to the idea of pitch accent, as these languages aren't related to tonal languages but do have tones, so they have to have something else, which is pitch. show how it changes the meaning in sentences. Goes over the types of pitch. Nouns can have any pitch. Japanese verbs and adjectives can only have one of two types of pitch. Sentence level, and it falls over time. Different dialects or accents have different pitches. And should you learn pitch? Okay, that's that. So then kanji. Okay, what am I going to talk about for kanji? Because it's too... This is supposed to take up 30 minutes of my time. So what if I... Maybe... Should I go more into depth or just discuss kanji in the context of Japanese? I think it might be good to just do... I can do a bit of both, actually. It's not going to be that big of a deal if I do a bit of both. So, let's pull this. Let's pull this one. Origins. Why did it change font on me? That's... Oh, because it's not Allegria here. Oh, and then this needs to be Allegria. Okay, so Origins. God, when was the... Started in the Yellow River Valley. As Oracle. Started in the Yellow River Valley. China. Developed for divination purposes. Can I be heard over the sound of my keyboard? Jesus Christ. Okay, my keyboard isn't that loud, but it's still can get pretty loud. That's kind of annoying. Okay. Can I move my microphone closer to me? I'm sure it's fine. So developed for divination purposes as Oracle Bone Script. Developed into the regular script seen today in the Han period. Didn't actually... Clerical... regular wasn't actually created during the Han period. It came about earlier than that, but that's usually the period people point to as the flourishing of regular script due to standardization. I think it was the Han period. Nope. Wait. Clerical script was the Han period. This developed during the Han period, but didn't become official during... Oh god, what are the dynasties again? Is it the Song? No, Song is Song Ti. Overly Ming. No, Song. Yeah, no, Song. No, it's the Tang, isn't it? Chinese dynasty. Let me look at the dynasties over time. Ancient Zhao, Imperial, Qin, Han, Three Kingdoms, Jin. It would have been the Tang Dynasty that they came into their own, and it was a clerical script that came up during the Han. So that would be developed into the clerical script. Oh, now I'm trying to remember. It was our first instances of Chinese writing in Japan were the 5th century of 6th century. Oh, no, once I got a message. Was it during the Tang that trade between that writing was spread to Japan? I know it was via the Koreans, so the Korean Peninsula. But I think it was the Tang. No, but they have Kangong, Han readings. It's only the Kofun period. Why am I forgetting this? I knew this by heart. I'll just Google this. Was clerical script or regular script spread to Japan? I'm assuming it was kind of a mixture of both. Seal script, yeah, seal script was brought over for stylistic purposes. This clerical script describes script as a very bold and commanding style that it was most commonly used during the Han period. I know that. Tone ratio had many significant meanings, but it's only known as one of the 5 styles of Chinese. It's fairly similar function to Roman block capitals. While Kaisho varies slightly from Chinese Kaisho, it is primarily based on the Japanese Sui dynasty and the following. Okay. So it was kind of the early beginnings of the regular script that was spread as kanji to Japan. And that was during the Sui dynasty. Wait, so did then the Han readings were brought over during that period, and the Tang readings were brought over later, and finally the Gong Wu sounds were the first one, then the Kangong, pronounced during the Tang Dynasty, and then the Toong, the Tong sounds, were during the Song of Ming Dynasty. How did I forget about that? I hate that. I hate that naming convention so much. Why? Okay. So, developed into the regular script seen today. Developed into the regular. Developed until the 6th century before spreading to Japan. The Japanese archipelago. Because the Japan as a nation state concept didn't really exist at that point in time. Though it is the start of when their identity developed. God damn, that's annoying. Okay. So started in the Yellow River Valley in China, developed for divination purposes, developed until the 6th century. I should actually narrow this down a bit, and then came via Buddhism from the Korean Peninsula. Okay. And then I need an image for this slide, which I usually get from Wikimedia Commons, as usually they are open source, and even not, they're easy to source. So I don't violate copyright and all that. Does it have a map of kanji spreading? No, it doesn't. Okay, Wikimedia Commons then. Wikimedia. Oh. Okay, Wikimedia Commons. Kanji doesn't give me a map. What if I type in kanji and map? Kanji and map. Spread of Chinese characters. When you left me so bad. I have music playing on in my headphones in the background. So I'm not going insane if I start singing. It's just music in the background. Those... Okay, let me just show what appeared for spread of Chinese characters. I mean, silk moths are Chinese, I guess. But this is, not what I'm looking for. Okay, let me... If I just look up Chinese characters on Wikipedia, I can find a... Not seeing much. Of any sort of map, which is unfortunate. Spread of Chinese characters to Japan. Oh, that's actually a good map to show when the different expeditions from Japan went to China. But not necessarily what I'm looking for. Just need a simple map showing the Chinese characters going via... Oh, there we go. Okay, now I need to actually source this map. Oh, it's an image from a Quizlet? How am I supposed to source this? From random Quizlet deck, I suppose, but no. That's a spread of Buddhism, which is actually a fascinating map to look at. It just kind of shows how Buddhism spread from this little area of India all the way around here. Which, fun fact, it did not actually spread up into Tibet until well after it had spread up all around here. Which is a fascinating thought, because when you think of Tibet, you think Buddhist, like starkly Buddhist. Do I have an image in my folders? Channel stuff. Archived videos. History of writing. I don't think I have a map of the spread of Chinese characters into Japan. Okay, I guess I'll just do some clerical bones then. That's not what I meant to open. I go back into my channel stuff. Archives. Chinese characters. Images. Balam. Bamboo. Where are my... There we go. There's the clerical bone script stuff. Ah, that's big. That was a bit bigger than I was planning. Wait, no. No, that is clerical bone. That's just one of the few instances of it being used for actual writing instead of just for whatchamacallit, divination. But I have a whole bunch of images in this file actually. Do I have a one showing the spread? No, does not seem like it, unfortunately. I do have a Genko Yoshi PDF in here for some reason. That should be elsewhere. Oh well. Okay, so origins started in the Yellow River Valley in China, developed for divination purposes as Oracle Bone script, developed until the 6th century before spreading to the Japanese archipelago, came via Buddhism from the Korean peninsula. Okay, then I suppose I should actually talk about how they developed. 5 to 6 types of characters with the liushu, which are the pictographic, ideographic, simple and complex. Pictographic, ideographic, simple, complex, ideographic specifically. Rebus. Phonetic, semantic, phonetic compounds. And then I think it's just called derivative. Which, my god, that's an interesting classification. Chinese character classification. Logographs. No, I want the... Where are derivative cognates? Which, oh my god, this is actually... They've changed the Wikipedia page for this. I'll do a little asterisk for derivatives. Because they're not really a separate way of making... They're kind of a separate way of making characters. But generally, they were pictographic that had 2 different evolutionary paths. Like, when looking at the characters... Lao and Kao, these were originally the same character. Like, these are the prototypical derivative characters. But when they were first made, they were originally the same character, if memory serves me right, that later bifurcated into 2 different characters with different pronunciations and whatnot. So, derivatives. And then on this side, actually, should I? No, I'll just do copy, paste. And then I'm going to make this smaller. Let me switch to Japanese. Stop. Oh. Wa. Yama. Yeah, those are the prototypical examples of Kyokasho. Of pictographs. Where's the alignment feature? There it is. Okay. So pictographs. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Pictographs and ideographs. Ue. Shita. Why are the... Oh, because I spaced the other ones. They're... Chi. Dan. Simple ideographs. Then compound ideographs. Things like... Yasumi. Why am I forgetting a lot of these? That's a good one because it's a person resting on a tree. Oh, forest. That's one. Mori. It's a great one, actually. Where is this? Kan is in Kangoshi. There we go. It's a hand over an eye, meaning to look. That's about as... And one more. What is a good one? I keep looking over and I keep seeing the viewers go from 3 to 0 to 3 to 0 to 3 to 0. And now it's back to 0. Fascinating. Either way, Oh, I know one. Specifically one from Japanese. Hataraku. That I'm pretty sure counts as a compound ideograph, because it's the character for move, which isn't an ideograph, but it's used for semantic purpose, and the character for person is added to show that it's a person specifically working or moving. So that's a good one to use, especially if I'm presenting to people who are learning Japanese. And then rebus. So this one's also fairly easy because it's man. I specifically want the Kyuji Tai form. Ji. Oh god, what was the... That was nose, that was... God damn, my washing machine is shaking the walls in my house. What? Some other good rebus ones. If I was talking about Vietnamese, I could also do phonetic compounding, but I'm not, unfortunately. Oh, I know them. These two are... There we go. Fairly basic. Oh, I want to get Yon, nostrils, and north. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. And then finally, star of the show, phonosemantic compounds, which I prototypically use owl as a great example of this, because it just has so many phonetic... It has so many words derived from it specifically, or so many characters. Its canon is say, which is perfect. Where is the... There we go. Characters in the same phonetic series. Why don't I just pull it from the site for Chinese character classification? Oh, they don't have, say, here as an example. That's a wasted opportunity. Okay, I'll just have to pull some out myself. Oh, that's... So there's that, say, clear, refreshing. This one also works. Beg or ask. And then just one more. Nothing too complex. Ooh, actually, this one is good. It's a rarer kanji. It's actually Hyogaiji, but... Actually, was this kanji ever used? I think it was at one point. Just quickly replaced by a different one. Oh, it doesn't have support in my font. Okay, not using that one then. Shame. Let's go with this one. Is that also a Hyogaiji? That is also a Hyogaiji. I could have sworn there were more. Oh, this one's good. There we go. 4 phonosemantic compounds. Oh, that's... Whoops. Okay, why? There we go. And then I want to arrange them. Align, center, distribute vertically. There we go. Looks good to me. Can I group these together? I'm pretty sure I should be able to group them into one. I just don't remember how in this program. So I won't. But what I will do is animations. Let's just do a simple appear, 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 and appear. And then slideshow. Don't allow. What the hell is... Wait, no, stop that. Okay, play from current slide. Bang, 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 bang. Easy enough. Ow. I just kicked my pinky toe into my desk. Ow. God damn it. Oh. That hurts. Ooh, Electric Call Boy. I should just listen to them. Okay, so origins. Da 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 da. Oh, this is classification. Do that, and then kun yomi. So I should do that for accurate, whatchamacallit, romanization. I could just do kunyomi and do it in Yu Kyokasho. Why doesn't it accept kunyomi? Anyway. So kunyomi. Native Japanese reading kanji. Often accompanied by, that's not how you spell accompanied, by okurigana. Let's shrink this down a bit. Drag this down. And then give some examples of okurigana. Get rid of that. Give some examples of native readings. Often used alone or accompanied by okurigana. I want to make that more middle. Okay, so hito. Hito. Or I want to get another one that's just by itself. What's a good example that has multiple, that is often used by itself and in compounds? I know this. I know this. Hito. Nanji. Why am I blanking? I could use key, tree. Do I want to use tree again? I just literally used person twice. But oh no, I know what I can do. Stop. There we go. And then taberu and actually, can I add furigana in PowerPoint? PowerPoint furigana. Doesn't support furigana. Gosh darn it. What a shame. So, just have to do the taberu And God, stupid keyboard, why are you getting in my way? I'm currently fighting with my headphone cable. Just stay. But no, I don't want to rest it there. Okay, why don't I throw it underneath the leg of my keyboard? There we go. Okay. That's going to be annoying to undo later, but I just need it out of the way for now. Tabel. Add the interpunct, and then what was the one I was going to do for this one? It wasn't Miru. It was Nomu. Yeah. Nope. I kind of want to use an adjective for this one. Atarashi. That's a good one. It is well with my soul. Alright. Okay. There we go. Centered. So that's kunyomi. I don't think there's multiple classes of kunyomi. I mean, there kind of are, but not really. So we can just move on to onyomi, which borrowed from readings. I should do readings. Readings borrowed from China. Yeah. Readings borrowed from China. Let me angle this a bit better. Readings borrowed from China. Multiple readings available, though the most common are the Kangong, if memory serves me correct. Yeah, Kangong. Kangong is most usual. Goong, which comes from an earlier period, is most common in Buddhist texts, and then Toong is the rarest. When is Toong used actually? I know they are used, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. Isu. Chair. The word for chair, isu, uses a onyomi. Toong. Multiple readings available. God damn it, now my cable is being annoying in a different way. I should get a longer cable. So Goong from the, okay, what was the name of those dynasties again? The Sui Northern. They're from the Wu. From the Wu readings. Kang Ong from the Tang period. What was the... And then to, tong. Whoops. From the song period. I think that's a song mean period. One sec, let me look that up. On yomi. I think that's what I remember seeing. Yes. Let me make these into kanji. Kang-ong. And then to-ong. There we go. This is Yukiokusho. Wait, why are these dashes different? No idea. So that's those, and I should actually pull up characters with the various readings. I think Hito, character per person, has both a Goong and Kangong reading. They're both fairly, yeah. Goong, Ning, Kangong, Jing. Doesn't have a Toong. So Kangong, Hito, space, read as Ning, as a Go reading. I don't even need a space, I can just do that. And then Jing as a Hang reading. Another example is, why don't I just look at the Wikipedia page? That's probably easiest. Yes. Good thing I already had it open. Bright's a good one. Which is, actually no, name's a good one. May, namae, because that has the na is a kun. There's also a kangong and a gong for myo and me. So na gong is, why don't I just copy that. Myo and May. And then I suppose I should have at least one word with a tong. Which I think I was saying was isu, or chair had. So that's character for child. Yes, it does have a tong. It has two tong. Tong. That's actually amazing. So that is Su. She is. Let me just. There we go. Cool. Then. Wait, I did not need to do that in Kana. There we go. Si. And then in the Tong, it's Su or Tsu. I'll just go with Tsu. The Dad Empire. Okay, there's the character for the Tong. Okay, that looks good for this slide. I don't think I'm going to do any fancy animations for this one either. That's about 10, a little under 10 minutes worth of conversation, probably 8. Hello, Joshua. Welcome to office hours. Let's see. Then I obviously need to talk about Ateji, which are characters borrowed for their reading only, based on the Rebus principle, using characters for only their reading, which should be simple enough to Why does my mouse keep doing that? That's real annoying. Implement America. America. And this is why in Japan, America is kind of called the rice country. I am good. How are you today? So America. Oh, what's another ateji? It's not just for loan words, it's also used for native words. Asia. Ka. Ko. Hi. That's ateji, I'm pretty sure. That's a good one. Oh, sushi. That's one. It's a native Japanese word that uses ateji. You're good. That is good. So, well, yeah, but welcome to Office Hours. It's this new thing where every Sunday I just stream for 2 hours doing various random linguistic stuff. Like today, I'm making a presentation for the Japanese club as I was invited to present on pitch accent and Chinese characters or kanji. And the reason I'm streaming all this is just one, to do more stuff on this channel as it's been pretty inactive, and two, if people just want to have questions or whatnot about language and linguistics, this is a place they can throw those questions. Or you can just chat or recommend various things I can do that's language related in the stream. Which actually, now that I think about it, why don't I do a Wordle? Shh. Don't look at the fact that I took a hint a while ago. Okay, so stop that. Any E and T are words, letters. So what ASL aren't? Let's see. Another good. I usually give up the first two places. Okay. So we have 3 letters. So there's an O R E T. Orbit? No, that's an I, not an E. Ah, god damn it. Don't know why I play this game. I suck at it. So is it... Nope, that's a 5-letter word. A 6-letter word. So... Tor... Is it Tor? No, that doesn't seem right. That is... Or... Yeah, we're gonna throw away another line. Order. Otter! I got this. I got it. Okay. Got that. And then one other one I usually enjoy doing is... Pyeongjin. Pyeongjin. That's... Usually when I see that type of A, I think Romanian. It is Romanian. Well, that was easy. I do not want to quit Safari. That was easy. And then I guess back to presentation making for a little bit. Thinking I'll do this for another few minutes and then I'll switch to something else. Language related, of course. So that's Ateji. Based on the Rebus principle, using characters for only their readings. The Kohi isn't really using it for its reading, it's more using it for... What is that? What would that be? It's using the Chinese characters, though they no longer use these characters for coffee, for their meaning to an extent, but yeah, I think that does count as Eteji. And then there's one other thing that I think is important. What's the name of it? One sec. Let me relook at the kanji Wikipedia page. Okay, kanji. Readings. Special readings. Gikun and Jukujikun. Gikun are readings so assigned to a character instead of its standard ratings. An example is Fuyu, rather than the standard reading Samu or Kan. That was the using smoke grass for the reading tobacco, rather than the otherwise expected readings of Gemuri Gusa or Enso. Okay, so Gikun and Jukujikun. Those are the things. Gikun. Why is it not showing? It's just that rare of a word. So, Jukujikun. This is Jukujikun. Where is this character? Don't tell me this is all another rare reading of something. Jukuji. That's not what I was looking for. There we go. And then Jukuji. God, typing in Japanese can be really annoying at times. So, Gikun. Specially assigned readings. I don't want that type of dash. I just want a normal dash. And then Jukujikun are oh god, how do I describe Jukujikun? They're readings that have changed over time. So like Kyo used to be oh god. Kyo used to be Kefu, which was Onyomi, but then eventually became Kyo due to sound changes. So yeah, I think yeah. Why is my brain not braining today? Word specific Kunyomi. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so tobacco being written as that. Another example of Gikun is thing about Gikun is you can just really assign any reading you want, which is I love about the Japanese writing system, but can be really annoying at times. So let me. Oh, I know an example I can do. And you remember what the kanji are. Full plate. Can I find a full plate armor? That didn't give me what I wanted. Okay, let me... One sec. I have a book in Japanese here. Oh god, I need to turn on a light. Lights. Cameras. Action. I have Overlord, Volume 1 in the original Japanese. Why, I do not know. But I do. Okay. Furupreto. Okay, so Zenshin. And then whatever that character is. I don't recognize that character. So it's made out of the radical for metal. This is literally right in the first page of this book. Oh god, my eyes. But I do recognize the character 4 beans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. And then I need to what? One. No, that's ear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. This character. So in the first page of Overlord, you have this word, which isn't, to my knowledge, a native word of Japanese. But it roughly goes that this is whole body, or full length, like the entire body portrait, plus armor. And he uses these two words combined and just adds the furigana furupleito to mean full plate armor, which I both love and hate so much. Like, I kid you not, when I got this book, I was like, oh, my Japanese has gotten good enough. I can probably start reading some like light novels and whatnot. Back when my Japanese was much better. And that stupid word stopped me full sail because I could not figure out what the fuck it was trying to say. I both love and hate this language sometimes. But yeah, it's they just took the characters and just took the reading furu pleito to mean full plate armor. Okay. Rant over. Where'd my... Where did my... Why do I have so many start pages open? Where'd my wiki page go? I had a wiki page open. Okay, so otonna. And the other example I was going to use was kyo. Oh! I hope you have fun in town. I'll just be here, all by my lonesome. Okay, so that's Gikun and Jukujikun, which I think is enough for the readings. I think that will give me a good amount of time. I think all I want to discuss, introduce next is radicals, or how the characters are sorted. And what else was it? There was something else I was gonna do aside from just radicals and sorting. There were two more things. I cannot think of them at the moment. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop working on this presentation. Actually, why don't I save it to save as actually save it to my OneDrive documents. Uh, Japanese presentation. Get some automatic saving on there because my god, I'm gonna need it. Uh, then move that away from my into my trash, away from my downloads, and then uh, conlangs, her. No, not her. I'll work on some conlanging. Specifically, transferring my conlangs into Obsidian. Wrong window. There we go. Drag this over. I'm slowly moving all of my conlangs over to Obsidian as Google Docs has just not been doing it for me for some reason. As I'm taking this opportunity to consolidate some of them. So, last time I worked on this, I was doing syntax, transferring the syntax of language over, making some changes as well. Copula sentences are constructed with the auxiliary verb seen followed by oh followed by a noun in the prepositional case. The indefinite particle is dropped. I am a man. Arthur you are a man. I was gonna make this the first person. I love Google Sheets. Like, Google Sheets for me is like the best thing ever. But Google Docs and Google Slides are like my worst enemy, as they suck at multilingual support. First person pronoun. First person singular pronoun is usually dropped. This pattern only applies when saying one noun is another. When trying to describe a noun with an adjective, the adjective is placed before the noun with the suffix r. This becomes ran when marking the past tense. So, sie dures, wait. What's the allophony there again? I don't think zu. I think that becomes a z. Oh, did I not mark down the? Oh, when before I, that's alveolars. Oh, okay, I see. Chatsi. At the start and end of the word is a tapped ra. So this is Zures. Si Zures. Si Zures. I am a man. Ar Sures. Chi. Ar Sures Chi. You are a man. Ar Sures Ta Sur. The man is a man. See ya, Joshua. The pattern only applies when saying one noun is another. When trying to describe a noun with an adjective, the adjective is placed before the noun with the suffix r. This becomes ran, so mahur tasur, mahur tasur, and mahuran tasur. The man is big, the man was big. So these auxiliary only sentences are existential sentences. So why don't I define existential sentences then as a existential sentence. Which I was planning on having it be a form of the copula scene, just without the subject. But I'm wondering if I should change the whatchamacallit, the change the case of the noun as well. Nasalization, lenition, nothing, nasalization, nasalization, lenition, nothing, nasalization. Or should I have a separate verb in order to mark it? Which oh, that's tempting. I could have a separate verb that is used for possession as well. Like how in Japanese and Korean and Chinese, their to have verbs are technically there is a verb, or there is verbs. Should I do that? Or should I? I could also just change the case, because I have 4 cases that are all distinctly marked. So if I change it from the prepositional case to something else, like the locative, now oh, I know what I can do. So the copula sentences are constructed with the auxiliary verb seen followed by a noun in the prepositional case. The definite article is dropped. The subject and not topical localized is placed afterwards in the direct case. First singular pronoun is usually dropped. And then if I come down to existential sentences, if when a copula is used without a subject outside of the first person singular, the sentence means there is /r. Then I just copy the glosses over from here. Actually, why don't I just copy the glosses from up? Let me copy this gloss, which is gloss number 6, Arthuus. There is a man. Arthurus. There is a man. But then if this is the locative case is then added, to indicate possession or general location. So if we do, why don't I change the word up? Let me do, I have sword, golda, which is a solar noun, ends in the vowel. So goldas, argoldas. There is a sword, sword prepositional. There is a sword at the house. What's my word for house again? Did I not have a word for house? Home? I would have sworn I added one of those a while ago. Okay, what's a place noun I have? Doruk. And then Doruken. At the river. So that's river is lunar. It's a living thing. So ta Doruken. Be sword prepositional. Then the lunar river locative. There's a sword at the river. Oh, I meant to also do this one together as a unit. B sword at river. Or B sword, what is my pronoun for locative? Je. Jouer. Wait. What? Oh, what's the allophony there again? R becomes je, I'm pretty sure. Yes, je. Je. Jouer. Jouer. Me. Locative. There is a sword at me, or quite literally. Wait now. A sword at me, or I have a sword. Argoldas je. I quite like this. So that's existential sentence. Argoldas, there's a sword. Argoldas ta Thorykan. Thorykan. Argoldas je. I have a sword. Ooh, actually, wait. Do labial veilers become... No, labial veilers do not change. So that'd be oué. Not joué, oué. Sound like I'm doing a bad French accent. So that's copular sentences. Which includes existential sentences. Which are part of the nominal class of stuff. So why don't I... Should also probably expand upon the adjectives in here and how they work. Yeah. Should I have a separate page for adjectives, or should I lump them under nominals? Because I originally had them lumped under nominals, but they function differently from both nouns and verbs. I think because of the way they interact with the definite article, they should go under nouns. So I'm going to throw them under nominals. Gender and number, articles. Definite article is used for known objects and abstract concepts. Language names are usually led by the definite article outside of certain instances. So erinog is usually terinog. Definite article is also used... Wait. When at the end of a word, after every vowel but a, k, g, erinoj. Erino. Erinog. I'm going to change that from j to. Type it IPA. Full. Where is the g? It's upside down F. Is it not? So it should. Oh, it's under J. So Doru Erinog. Nog. Definite article is also used with the distal adverbs nir, soch, songir, zur before being placed after the noun. So, se gaf nir, these apples. If the noun is indefinite, then a filler particle based on the first vowel of the noun is placed beforehand. High vowels are led by E, mid vowels by E, and low vowels by A. This happens regardless of grammatical gender. So, tsegaf, agaf, tafer, efer, tsifold, efold, tsengui, ingui, tatsur, itsur, tabu, tabuch, ivu, ibuch. Okay. The reason I have this little thing is because nouns really do not like having nothing before them. So this literally just, this indefinite particle, as I'm calling it, was added only because nouns on their own hate being on their own. But if the noun is led by a preposition, definite article, or an adjective, then that will disappear. Boyle, blacksmith. Let me. Adjectives and with the vowel u, which becomes u following a labial velar consonant. This is, let me pull up some examples. I don't need, I can add examples here. I.e., adjectives, baru, baru, ardu, mahu, and singu. There you go. That's good adjectives to use. When modifying a definite noun, all adjectives 3 in gender plus number with the noun they modify. That's not how one spells modify. With the noun they modify. They inflect by dropping their final oo, replacing it with final vowel definite article. Oh, I don't. And replacing it with a final vowel from the definite article. The very last adjective is then marked with a Actually, I should also probably pull up my Word document where I have all of this to an extent. So tahur, I changed that. I'm switching this up around, but okay. So I actually don't need anything from that. The very last adjective is then marked with a So I want to pull now exemplify this with that's my spacebar with a gloss. I love this gloss extension. Number 1. This is number 2. The big true good man. Let's do that. The large good large true man. As an interesting example sentence I'm using, but at least no one's dying in like other linguistic examples. So then this would be what's a definite article again for lunar tathur. Tathur. Bara. Now let's go in the same order as the English, just because. Mahwa. Wait, did I not have a word for big? True, tasty, solid, busy, good. Oh, letu. Leta. True. Para. Paran. The good, large, true man. The loon man. Direct. Good. Lunar. Big. Lunar. True. Lunar. I forgot to do the stupid wrap. There we go. Oh, that's a rap too high. Tasur, Tasur Mahua le Tabaran. The good, large, true man. And then let me just show an example with a different noun, a solar noun. Goth. That's stellar though. I'll use this. I'll do stellar. Say goth. Stellar. Say goth. And then replace true with red. Which I'm pretty sure I have a word for red. Tahu is red. So, Mahue, Letse, Tachen, Tashen. Is stellar. Apples qui d'autres ici? Qui d'autres? My French is not that good, but what d'autres? I do not recognize this French. That word specifically. D'autres. D'autres. Who else is here? Is that what that means? It's just me. If you're asking who else is here, just me. No friends. I'm all alone. Okay, I'm sorry. French is not a real language. If that what way? That's way. Intéressant. Désolé, je parle pas beaucoup d'anglais. No problem. I don't speak French. I can read. Read that. Wait. How are you understanding me then? Yeah, that's what I thought. I may be slow, but I'm not dumb. Ah. Zingaf mahue le tse dashen. I figured. Oh, no problem. That's a good joke. That is a good joke to pull. Might have to do that with German. Okay, so adjectives end with u, which becomes u when following a labial-velar consonant. Baru, adu, mahu, singu. When modifying a definite noun, all adjectives agree in gender and number with the noun they modify. They inflect by dropping the final u and placing it with the final vowel from definite article. The very last adjective is then marked with n. So tasur, mahwa, leta, baran. The problem with conlanging, yes, it is a conlang. It's my conlang Erinog, which is set in a world I am building. I've been making this language for God knows how many years now, on and off. But it's my longest running language project. I think I started making it well before. Yeah, I started making it before her, which is my second longest conlanging project. I first made it as a Germanic language that I've slowly changed and repurposed over time. And I'm doing one final large update before I solidify most of its basics. I'm taking this opportunity as well to move it over to my Obsidian with my conlanging world, or my con world. Okay. This was nouns. So, if the noun is indefinite, it's good. How are you, Nex? If the noun is indefinite, then one adjective is placed before the noun. Yeah, then just one adjective is placed before the noun. Nothing too fancy. Let's just do mach. And then good apples. Mache. That machwe sur. Yeah, that looks good. Oh shoot, I forgot to consonant mutation affects every consonant by replacing the final vowel from the definite article plus the mutation it causes on the following word. So this is varan. Let's say there's no mutation going on there. That should be varan. And no mutation going on there. There we go. I'm good. Started working on a new conlang. Let's see how. That's always the. I've abandoned so many conlangs over the years. So if you have the time, book out your conlanging. You're obviously pretty good at language stuff and linguistics. I've seen some of your content. Thank you. But I've always loved learning languages. Yeah. So my love for conlanging. I think I've answered this in another video or another stream at one point, but I think that was actually on my second channel where I play games. I grew up with severe language disabilities. I could not speak until I was like 4. Usually people start learning to speak and babbling before they're 1 year old, but I had nothing. And so I've always kind of both hated language because I learned English basically as a second language despite it being my native tongue. And I hated learning French because that was forced upon me to an extent, but I also developed an interest in language because of that, because it was such a foreign and unknown concept to me to an extent. And I've always loved, like, after I started reading Gregor the Overlander, I fell in love with reading and writing and all that. And then in middle school, I was introduced to manga, actually, the Japanese comics. And I was fascinated by the characters I'd see. I started looking into the Japanese characters. I was like, you know what? If I want to understand how this writing system works, why don't I just learn the language? And so I started learning Japanese, and I fell in love with the writing system specifically and the history of the language. And then I started looking into other writing systems in the area, like Hangul, Chinese characters themselves in Chinese, the Vietnamese alphabet. I fell in love with Arabic, and I just kind of continually fell into linguistics. But then conlanging came about in high school because I grew interested in codes and ciphers specifically. And so I started trying to create a script for English that wasn't an alphabet, that was kind of a mix between Arabic and Latin characters to an extent, but had some syllabic qualities and some logographic qualities. It was a mess, but I started doing conscripts, and then I was like, to make a really good cipher, I should just change up some of the word order, some of the grammar. And so I started doing that, and I just somehow fell into language creation. And it's, oh my god, it's been 10 years. Oh my god, that is, I've been doing this for a while now that I think about it. It has been 10 years, almost half my life I've been conlanging. That is a weird thought. Uh, so yeah, that's how I got into it. uh, yeah, that's about it. If you missed the beginning part of my stream, I was actually making a presentation on Japanese pitch accent and kanji in the language specifically, because I was commissioned by the Japanese club of my university to present on it from a linguistic point of view. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I also from like 13 onwards, I was sick and at home all the time because of chronic illness. So I didn't really have much else to do. Uh, and going back to Cool to See Me streaming again next, I'm planning on streaming on this channel every Sunday. I'm starting this thing called Office Hours, based on the fact that my school has office hours where you meet up with your teacher and whatnot, blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to be streaming 2 hours of various different linguistic stuff on Sundays. It might be me studying language, it might be me researching for my next video, it might be me doing conlang stuff, but this will become my Sunday stream. It's also a chance for people to, ask questions. So you asked if I had the time to answer the question of what got me into conlanging. That is what this time is about. Just ask me anything. If it's related to language linguistics, I will answer it, or I'll research it on stream in order to find out more. But moving back to Erinog. Debush. Oh, I just realized I accident. So it's not buch, it's büch. Okay, so that's adjectives. I should probably usage of adjectives in the predicate requires different forms found in syntax. How do I link subheads again? Copula. I think that's copular sentence. I think that, nope, that's not how you do that. Obsidian internal links. Okay, it's 3. It's 2 things. And then that, yes! Sweet! Thank you for the support. This will actually usually, this is usually end. This is ending in like 3 minutes, but this will usually be on from 1 to 3 on Sundays. The reason it's so late today is because I woke up with a headache and had to wait for that to go away, but thank you for watching my videos. I hope I see you in another office hours, or even on my second channel where I play games like Bloodborne. But I actually think this is... I think this is a good stopping point for now. So I think I will end the stream here, seeing as how we only have 3 minutes left. So I will bid you all adieu. Hopefully I'll see some of you next Sunday for office hours. If not, during some of my game streams on the second channel. But until next time, bye. I really gotta work on making these endings less abrupt. Should I say something? Oh, shit, I haven't ended the stream yet.